show where every second counts. Ready, steady, cook. Now, here's your host, Colin Lane.
Yeah, I couldn't find you. Hello, welcome to the show. I'm Colin Lane, and this is Ready, Steady, Cook, and we are set for a really fun show today. We've got some very special contestants and two super talented chefs. So let's meet them. In the red kitchen, please welcome Executive Chef and co-owner of Bird Cow Fish in Sydney. It's Alex Herbert. Coming over before I'd even introduced you.
Oh, I'm sorry about
That's okay. You're keen.
Yes.
And in the green kitchen, Executive Chef of Red Lantern in Sydney, Mark Jensen.
Hello.
Marcus. Good afternoon. Now, you're in a kitchen, there's lots of
Yes.
hot things, there's lots of
Yes.
sharp knives.
Yes.
How are you in an emergency situation in the kitchen?
Not bad. I like to think that, you know, the best thing is to stay calm.
Yes.
But, you know, I've done bit of first aid training.
Have
so
you?
I've got a first aid certificate. But the important thing about that is you've got to do refresher courses, because I think the more you're, I guess, familiar with the situation, potential what could go wrong, probably
Yes.
the more calm you are if you have to deal with the problem in that situation.
Yes.
Because the things that I do are like burns and cuts. That's what happens in the kitchen mostly.
Yes. Alex, what would you do in an emergency situation in the kitchen?
I'd probably go and find Mark.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd like to think that I'm quite calm, but probably organise other people to deal with it. I'm not really good at, you know, holding bloody hands and all that sort of stuff.
You like to
but
delegate.
I will go and get someone to apply bandages.
So, today's contestants are experts in dealing with emergencies, you two, and we can't wait to meet them. Cooking with Alex for the Tomato team is a paramedic who once had his head shaved in Canada. Please welcome Craig! Craig, welcome to the show. With all of the greatest respect, there wasn't a lot to lose, was there, in the head department, coming from me, who's got a lot of it. What was that in aid of, the shaving?
It was a fundraiser for Bluey Day, which raises funds and awareness for children who have cancer. And I raised a whole lot of money through some fundraising efforts and won a trip to Canada for it.
Won a trip to Canada, that's fantastic.
That's right, I believe Bluey Day started in Canada.
Oh,
And
okay.
there's a group of emergency service workers who flew over there, and we had our head shaved on the Good Morning show over there and in shopping malls and places like that. So
I
it was a great experience and all for a good cause.
And now you're a TV veteran, now you're on Ready, Steady, Cook. Beautiful work. Let's see what's in the bag of tricks.
OK, here we've got some rack of lamb from Vic's Meat.
Beautiful.
We got some zucchinis.
Zucchinis.
Yep. We got the lovely corn.
Corn.
And we got the halloumi cheese, my favourite.
Beautiful.
And the best of all, some dark chocolate from Lindt.
From Lindt. All right, Alex, I'll leave you with those ingredients. A couple of minutes, and we will check out who's in the green kitchen. It's Craig's workmate, a fellow paramedic and protocol manager for the New South Wales Ambulance Service, who once represented Australia in ice skating. What a champion. Please welcome Clare. Claire, welcome to the show. Am I allowed to say Ambulance Service or New South Wales Ambulance? What's the official title these days?
Ambulance Service of New South Wales.
Ambulance Service of New South Wales. OK, you're trained as a paramedic, you're skilled on the ice. How did that start, the ice skating?
I actually started with school sport and just went for fun, and a coach then asked if I ever wanted to compete. So I went to a training session, loved it, and never looked back.
Isn't it synchronised ice skating, isn't it?
Yeah.
You did? What's that all about?
Synchronised is, I guess, like synchronised swimming. You can have up to 24 skaters.
OK.
With a minimum of about 16.
OK.
And you do figurations, you throw each other in the air, you spin around, you do whatever.
OK.
Yeah,
beautiful.
so it was really good.
None of those horrible, you know, skates going through
We had awesome
injuries.
accidents.
Oh, really? Awesome. Awesome. OK. Talk about that later. Moving on. What's in your bag there, Claire?
We have a great bag today.
Yes.
We have calamari.
From De Costi. Beautiful calamari.
Potatoes.
Potatoes.
Beautiful Hans chorizo sausage, my favourite. Sweetened chestnuts.
chestnuts.
Yeah, and broccolini.
And broccolini. Beautiful. Yeah. OK, Mark, I'll let you have a think. Yeah. And we will go back over to Alex and see what she's going to cook up.
Yes, well, I'm thinking that I'm going to do an antipasto style plate and grill the halloumi, because that's kind of a really nice way to eat it.
Beautiful.
And that way I can also grill a little bit of zucchini on the side.
Yes.
Now, sweet corn, we all like corn on the cob, but I think we want a little bit more out of me. Than that today. So we're going to do a sort of Mexican spiced lamb cutlet grilled and served with a corn and tomato salsa, which is kind of Mexican inspired as well.
Sounds good, Craig.
Then I'm going to go back to sort of more my Italian side, and I'm going to do a spaghetti dish with grated salted zucchini, which we then fry and add lots of parmesan and fresh herbs too.
Good.
And
Simple.
I'm doing something really, really stupid now. I'm going to make a chocolate souffle.
Are you? OK.
So,
in 20 minutes.
It's not the 20 minutes I'm worried about. It's what happens afterwards when it falls.
OK.
So we'll see.
It's not going to fall.
No.
It's going to rise up and be strong and tasty. You intimidated by the souffle?
No, because it is really in the timing.
Yes. Yes. Well, what are you going to do, Marcus, timing-wise?
A bit more straightforward,
Are
fortunately.
you?
Yeah. So we're going to do a squid and broccolini stir-fry to start off. Some braised potato in tomato and chorizo sauce.
OK.
Chorizo and herb stuffed calamari or squid.
Squid, yes, beautiful.
And also a caramelised chestnut tart.
Oh, you love a tart.
I love a tart.
He loves a tart there, Claire. Well, audience, let's get this cooking contest started with those magic words. What are they?
Ready, steady, cook!
That's right. On the tomato side, Alex and Craig are cooking vegetable antipasto with halloumi, Mexican spiced lamb with corn and tomato salsa, spaghetti with fried zucchini, and then, good luck everyone, chocolate souffle. And in the green kitchen, Mark and Claire are cooking squid and broccolini stir-fry, braised potatoes with tomato and chorizo and herb-stuffed squid, and the caramelised chestnut tart. So what's the hardest thing about the souffle? That's how you're going to achieve that. Is that about the temperature of the oven, or is it the preparation? What's the hardest part of that? Probably because it's about timing and making sure I've got the timing right, that the souffle's ready right at the moment that we're ready to serve. Yes. Is going to be the tricky thing. OK. So timing. Timing. Timing is all the thing, and that was all the important stuff with comedy that I used to do. Timing. Timing is very important. Now, Craig, with your ambulance career, you started with a bit of a baptism of fire, apparently. Where was that?
Yeah, that's right. After I did my training in Sydney, I got posted out to a little country town of about 1,300 people at Lake Cargelligo. Lake Cargelligo. Cargelligo. It's sort of about 140 kilometres north of Griffith and probably about 150 kilometres east of Cobar. OK. So it's virtually the middle of New South Wales. Yes. And there was just myself and one other paramedic working out there at the time, and sometimes you worked on your own, and other times you called upon other people to give you some assistance. I see. And, yeah, it was quite daunting at first, but you learn very quickly. Lake Cargelligo. Lake Cargelligo. OK, if you're watching, hello there. And if you are watching, don't go anywhere. We'll be back in one short moment with some ambos today on Ready, Steady, Cook. Welcome back to the show. Today, our expert assistants are some very lovely and talented paramedics from the New South Wales Ambulance Service, and we're also in very safe hands with some of the members of the audience here as well. In the front row, can we have give them a round of applause there? The paramedics down there. Who knows who's protecting the streets as we speak, because a lot of them are in the audience today, medical emergency-wise. But very nice to have you here, and lovely to be
with Mark Jensen, chef extraordinaire, preparing the squid.
You have to pull out the insides, I guess.
That's all good.
And
it's good for us to see how it's done.
Little bits and pieces there, whatever that's called in the real world. But anyway, you just pull it through. The body components come out really quickly. But then this thing, you just have to grab and slide out. So it's really easy to prepare. It's not a major hassle at all.
It's quite pretty.
Yeah, it's really pretty.
Yes.
Really pretty. And what I'm doing...
What about the tart? 15 minutes to go.
Yeah, the tart. Well, I've got the tart shell. Claire got straight onto that. So the tart shell's in the oven.
Oh, the tart,
So we're browning that off and preparing that. And this is the filling here. So I've got some cream and the chestnuts and a little bit of star anise and some cinnamon. And I'm just reducing that down until it all becomes nice and thick. That'll soften the chestnuts as well. Those chestnuts were peeled, but you know what? The first time I cooked chestnuts, you know what I did?
What? What did you do?
Well, they come in a shell. They're a nut, so they have a hard shell.
Yes.
So I just, like, banged them all in the oven. I got a kilo of chestnuts, threw them in the oven, and guess what happened?
They exploded.
They exploded. I didn't realise you meant to cut the shell to let the hot air escape. And, of course, it was just like bang, bang. It was like shots going off in my oven.
Right.
And, yeah, but I learned quickly.
Did you open it up and then get one in the eye?
I didn't cut one in the eye, but it was a mess. I mean, it took me a long time to
And we would have needed Claire.
You would have needed me.
Yes, would have needed you right there. Now, you trained in the country, or you spent some time in the country when you started?
I trained in the city and then I moved to the country to see the difference between the country and the city.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you find that as well as being a paramedic, you also have to be a little bit of a social worker as well with that kind of work?
Very much so, yeah. I think it's really important that you are able to talk to a variety of people about a multitude of different things, and but you learn a lot from your patients as well.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now, we should talk about Paramedics. Paramedics.
Here's one I prepared earlier.
Here's one. There you go.
This is
Look at that. Smooth as you like.
Yes.
You're a TV expert.
This paramedic is really special.
Yes.
He came to ambulance only recently, and it's part of an award scheme where we give awards to young children who have really shown courageous acts, like calling for an ambulance when their parents have been injured, or in some quite big situations. So I guess they then win what we call a star award, and then they get given a paramedic. But it's only you know, like we gave one recently to a 9-year-old who climbed out of a vehicle that had turned over and his mother was trapped.
Yes.
And then walked with his siblings to find help for about 3 kilometres. So it's pretty amazing what these... It is an exclusive club, and I think just really important for parents to remember they can teach their kids to call 000.
Yes.
What to do in an accident. In case they are the ones that are injured and can't help them.
So how many have you given these out in New South Wales?
We've only given 7 this year.
Right. Well, that's a good thing, I suspect.
It is.
Yes.
It is. Yeah.
Does it kind of annoy you that it's still children think that it's 911 instead of 000?
000.
Oh, 000.
Yeah.
But they still think it's 911 because of all the American shows they've seen.
They're getting there. They're pretty clever.
It's 000. Okay. Can we have a round of applause for Clare over here with the paramedic? I'm just gonna get rounds of applause for you guys all the time because I think you're incredible. 10 minutes, Alex.
Yes, 10 minutes.
10 minutes. You've got the Breville going. We've got the lamb cutlets. 10 minutes to go.
OK, so we've got our lamb cutlets are just browning off here.
Yes.
And they've had their Mexican spice mix.
I see, yes.
I've decided to grill my corn as well.
Yeah.
For the salsa, because I think that'll give it a really nice taste on the side. And over here we're just preparing some herbs.
Did you just put the corn in the griddle? Yeah,
I put the corn in the griddle and I've grilled the zucchini and now the lamb, so we're kind of using this for everything. I'm going to make some crostini to go with our antipasto plate as well.
Beautiful.
And I've got my pasta boiling away here.
So, is this the souffle in the Breville in front of me?
Yeah,
yes.
That's right. So
what's in there so far?
So far we've just got egg yolks and sugar.
That's it?
Just there.
OK.
I've melted my chocolate here.
Did you do that in the bain-marie
I did it,
thing?
yeah. It's just got a little bit further to go, but I've melted it over a low heat over water, and it's just about ready.
And that's the best way to melt the chocolate?
Slowly, softly, yeah.
Slowly, softly.
You slowly, softly.
Slowly, slowly,
That's right.
catchy monkey.
So you can see that that's starting to
change colour, yes.
change colour.
Yes.
And thicken up.
OK, beautiful work. It's all under control here. Craig, are you under control?
No, not at all.
No, not at all.
Not very good at cutting onions.
You're not good?
Oh, you just need to peel them. You don't need to cut them, just peel them.
Just peel them.
That's fine. And just pick the basil. We just need the leaves, so that's perfect.
OK, great.
Now, Craig, can you just tell us briefly what a average day's like for a paramedic or an ambo? Can I call you an ambo?
Yeah.
For an ambo?
Every day is different.
Yes.
In our job, and that's one of the attracting features of the job that drew me to it. Sometimes you could be involved in just medical transfers from hospital to hospital or medical facility to a hospital, and other days you're dealing with people who are really sick and really got long-term medical problems to traumatic accidents such as car accidents or industrial accidents. So there's quite a lot of variety there.
Yeah. And how do you wind down after a day like that?
I think it's very important to have outside hobbies.
Yeah.
And I have a very supporting family and two great kids who sort of, help me sort of get involved with their sports and after-school activities and things like that. So that just sort of helps me unwind.
So you're in New South Wales, but you're involved in AFL?
Yeah, that's right.
Is that right?
Yeah, I grew up in Melbourne.
Yeah.
And I came to Sydney when I joined the Navy many years ago now. And I had the opportunity to start a brand new junior club up in Albion Park in the suburb I live. And my son was already playing with another club.
OK.
We call that the Albion Park Crows, and it's been going 4 years now, and more kids given the opportunity to play AFL and try something different.
And do you still get weird looks when you say to people you're playing AFL in New South Wales? Do they still call it aerial ping pong?
Oh, we get that. We get that a fair bit still, but each to their own. And I'm a big sports lover. I just happen to have a passion for AFL.
Beautiful. And I don't know whether I should say it out loud, but so do I as well. I think,
very good.
And I think it's the... Anyway, we'll talk about that later. I'm trying to remain friends with everybody. OK, we'll be back after this short break talking to the Ambos, who have very kindly come on to Ready, Steady, Cook. See you in a minute. Welcome back to the show. Ready, Steady, Cook. We are with Mark Jensen on the capsicum side.
It's crazy, man. OK, I've got
He's a little bit stressed.
I've got some stuff squid in here. Come over here. I want to show you what Claire's doing. I want to talk you through this. So I made a breadcrumb mix. So I've got the squid tentacles in there. I've got some chorizo sausage, herbs, oregano, parsley, some onion and garlic. And Claire's stuffing that into the squid tube.
Yes.
But it's important to make a little indent in the end, so you've got to let the air escape, because these are going to shrink.
Out of the narrow end.
That's exactly right, out of the narrow end, because they're going to shrink as they cook. And unless you leave a little hole here and you don't stuff it too tightly, because otherwise, bang, they blow up. Much like the chestnuts with the skin on them, yeah.
OK.
Exactly. So that's what
you get back to that.
Thank you.
Marcus, I've never seen you so stressed. You're normally so cool, calm and collected.
Well, yeah, I've let it all down, haven't I?
5 minutes to go. I'll just pop those tongans out of those...
Thank you, sir.
Flame
and time.
You just put the little toothpick in the end there, do you?
I do, but don't focus, because I didn't do it well.
No, come on, it's all right. We're all here to learn. No, that looks pretty good to me.
All right.
Tell us a bit about the pasta bake that you've come up with, that invention. Check this out, ladies and gents.
It's awesome.
Yeah, it's awesome.
If you have nothing left in your pantry...
So what was the game you were playing with your friend?
It was my sister.
Your sister?
Yeah, we used to try and eat our way through the cupboards, because, you go shopping...
Not literally. That would be weird.
No. The stuff... So... When, you go shopping and you always push things to the back of the cupboard because you always buy more of things you don't... So we'd see how long we could go without having to shop and try and get to the back and find the cans and try and make things.
Yes.
But one night, all we had was... We did a Vegemite pasta bake, which was really nice.
It was nice?
It's just pasta, Vegemite and cheese.
Wow.
So it's like a toasted cheesy sandwich, but with pasta.
OK.
Oh, awesome.
Awesome.
Yeah, awesome.
You still eat it now?
Absolutely.
Really?
Yeah.
You take that in your esky in the ambo?
You have to reheat it, though. It's not very good cold.
No, I suspect not. You could do a Vegemite pasta salad.
I could.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
You could,
yeah.
or not.
No, you could try.
Or not. Under 3 minutes. Mark Jensen, are you under control now?
I think so.
You're fine now?
I'm back to that cool, calm, collective guy.
Beautiful. Look at that.
A bit of caramelisation
with the little caramelisation. Check that out. That's nice. Fancy. Fancy. Alex, Herbert.
Okay, yes. So we're...
Is the souffle in the oven?
It is.
It is?
Souffle's in the oven. I really don't know. If it's
You don't know.
Okay, so I've got oil and butter.
Yes.
I've squeezed
the extra
out
virgin or the standard?
I've actually put extra virgin in
Extra
there.
virgin.
See how much
Water.
is water?
Yes.
Is coming out of that. Okay.
Squeeze it out. You don't want
Squeeze
too
it out.
much.
You can keep squeezing it if you've got time, but we'll
Would
just...
you use that for anything?
No.
No, you
salty and unpleasant.
wouldn't. What if you were very kind of health conscious? Would you drink it? Maybe. She laughs in my face.
No.
Heartily.
I wouldn't be doing anything with that.
Okay.
Maybe watering your basil and maybe it might be nice.
Sure.
Salty
Great
basil
idea.
later on.
Great
okay,
idea.
So see this?
Yes, I do see it.
We haven't overloaded the pan. All right.
Yes.
The butter hasn't burnt, but it's got a nice caramel happening.
Yes.
And some garlic would be really nice in there as well, if you wanted to. You just got to be careful that it doesn't burn.
Okay.
Because garlic can burn and go bitter quite
60
easily.
seconds, is that enough time for you?
Yeah, I'd be adding the garlic about now.
Yes.
But can you see that the zucchini is actually starting to fry?
Oh, yes, yes.
And you're getting these really nice... So I want that to happen, so I'm going to leave that for a little bit longer.
Beautiful. You've got the spaghetti on the boil. That's already happened.
Here.
The thin spaghetti.
That's nice and hot. That's all ready to go.
The San Remo thin spaghetti there. Beautiful.
And now I'm just putting together my little...
But it's all about the souffle, ladies and gents.
no.
Will she get that together?
That's the winner.
That's the winner, yes.
The winner or the loser.
Craig, briefly just tell us about your little soup incident with your wife at the restaurant.
I went out with some friends and the waiter brought out a liquid bowl and it had a little nice bit of lemon and garnish on it.
Yep.
And I said, look, I didn't order any soup. And unfortunately, that was just the water to sort of clean your hands in. And,
yes. That was the finger bowl, basically.
That's right, yes.
But it's always so nerve-wracking in those kind of restaurants.
It is. You don't know what to do.
You never know what to do. But we know what to do in the Ready Steady Cook kitchen because we have fabulous chefs. Now, the tools are down, so let's recap on what Alex started with today. Lamb rack, halloumi, corn, zucchini, and some dark chocolate from Lindt. And this is what Mark had to work with. Some calamari, chorizo, broccolini, potatoes, and sweetened chestnuts. And Alex Herbert, ladies and gentlemen, not one but 4 soufflés in 20 minutes. Look at that, Craig. A brilliant effort there. A little bit of icing sugar on the top. Oh, yes. Fancy pants. Great work, Alex. And just finishing off with some cream on the sides and Paul's dollop. But starting with the antipasto plate there. Why are you making those faces?
Someone once said good cooking is actually good shopping, and this is one of those dishes. So
that's all right.
We've grilled the halloumi and the zucchini, and we've then got a really nice selection of artichokes and some grilled bruschetta and the stuffed peppers and some olives. Yeah, and obviously fresh lemon.
Beautiful.
So that's just a really nice, easy dish where we've added something fresh to it ourselves. This is the zucchini, stir-fried zucchini, or the fried zucchini with the spaghetti. And we've got lots of basil, lemon rind, garlic, parmesan, and then extra parmesan over the top. And then, once again, a squeeze of lemon juice just really lifts it because it's quite salty.
Lovely fresh vegetarian dish too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
And then we've got our sort of Mexican kind of flavoured dish here, which is our lamb cutlets with a bit of a Mexican spice to it. And, I don't know, you put corn in anything and it suddenly becomes Mexican. So that's my Mexican salsa.
Beautiful.
And lime juice.
And lime juice for that one.
Yeah, so you can stick that in the top of your beer afterwards.
Oh, sure. How's that, Craig? So far, so good?
Yeah?
Very
Are we okay?
yummy.
Are we
Absolutely.
tracking? And then, of course, the chocolate souffle.
And then, of course, the chocolate souffle.
Absolutely.
Check it out now.
Yeah.
Oh.
Straight on there.
Come on.
Straight in the middle.
Don't be shy, Craig.
Yeah.
Straight in there.
Yes. Oh.
Oh, look.
Ah.
And it's still a bit fudgy. That's good.
So, Alex, what are you going to call it?
Well, Craig went to Canada and shaved all his hair. So with our delicious souffle, we think a win's only fair.
Fair. Beautiful work, Alex. Nice job there. Are you going to be able to beat the souffle, mate?
Mate, that souffle, hats off. That looks sensational. Seriously, it does.
Hats off. Starting with the squid salad.
Our stir fry. Actually, I know, I don't blame you for saying salad because I always do a salad, but today I've mixed it up. A stir fry of broccolini, some squid, just some oyster sauce, finished off with a little bit of soy and sesame.
Yum.
Good.
Lovely.
It's nice.
These are fresh ingredients.
The squid, just sear it. You just want to sear it. Don't overcook it. Over here, this is a bit sort of Spanish, sort of patatas bravas, kind of, you know, lots of olive oil, tomato, garlic, onion, chorizo sausage.
Beautiful work. That looks delectable.
And again...
How's that, Claire?
That's good.
That's good.
This one here is kind of a bit Mediterranean. You can have this on the Costa Brava or somewhere. Don't you imagine sitting by the, you know, the sea, eating something like this?
I've been there
squid?
often.
Yeah. But that's stuffed with the squid tentacles, some chorizo sausage, some breadcrumbs, and lots of herbs, salt and pepper.
Yes, that's all good. Claire?
And Claire, I think, I mean, chestnuts, who would have thought, really? I mean, it's probably underutilised. Not many of you would have cooked with that before, but it's really easy to cook with.
I've always wanted to do this.
And what have you done?
Is this a nice little touch there?
Oh, that's it.
See?
That rivals a chocolate souffle any day.
Absolutely. You'll get victory with that little bit of mint.
I don't want to ruin it. I don't want to ruin it.
Oh, you don't want to ruin it?
No.
Get into it, Claire.
I could have just picked it up.
You could have, but that's okay. Great job, Mark.
Yum, yum, yum.
Take us through what clever phrase you've come up with.
Clare's Paramedic is a fantastic cause, and our chestnut tart deserves your applause.
Yeah!
Thank you.
OK, audience, it's time to vote. Raise those tomatoes high if Alex and Craig have done the best job, or show your capsicums if Mark and Claire cooked up a mighty fine menu. Over to Judge Loz. Hold up those cards now. Let's see how the Ambos vote in the front row. Gee whiz. Oh, 4-2. Did the souffle...
It's tomato.
Yes, it's the souffle. Yeah! Well done. Craig's pretty happy with himself. A huge thanks to Craig and Claire. You've gone above and beyond for Ready, Steady, Cook. Great job.